Kaiser Darrin, the American dream with a hint of catastrophe. Right, gather round petrolheads and automotive masochists, because we're diving deep into the bizarre and wonderful world of the Kaiser Darrin. Now, if you've never heard of it, don't worry. It's not exactly what you'd call a household name. Think of it as that odd relative no one talks about, hiding in the attic, but with a quirky charm all its own and a habit of falling apart at the most inconvenient moments. Let's start at the beginning. Post-WW America was a land of milk, honey, and an obscene number of car manufacturers, most of which are now as dead as disco. One of these pioneers was Henry J. Kaiser, a man who decided that steel and aluminum weren't just for planes and ships. They belonged in family garages across the nation. So, he teamed up with Dutch Darrin, a designer known for some hits and just as many wild misses, to build something different. Different is putting it mildly. The Kaiser Darrin was a sports car with a face only a mother could love. Its signature feature, sliding doors. Yes, you heard that right. Instead of opening outwards, these doors slid into the front fenders. Now, in concept, that's brilliant. No more door dings in crowded parking lots. In reality, it was a little bit like trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. Charming, but ultimately impractical. Under the hood, don't get too excited. The engine was basically a glorified lawnmower, producing a meager 90 horsepower. That's less grunt than a modern-day hairdryer. But let's not split hairs here. The Kaiser Darrin wasn't about speed. It was about style, about standing out in a crowd of mundane four-wheel clones. And stand out it did, like a peacock in a pigeon coop. Did-it-a-bia. Production numbers for this mechanical oddball were tragically low, mainly because people quickly realized that owning a Kaiser Darrin was less about driving and more about enduring a series of hilarious and infuriating breakdowns. Yet therein lies its charm. Owning a Kaiser Darrin today is like having a classic piece of art that leaks oil and only occasionally decides to start. Fast forward to now, and the Kaiser Darrin has become a cult classic, albeit one with a reputation for being finicky, unreliable, and absurdly delightful. Only 435 units were produced, making it rarer than a truthful politician. And like any rare artifact, it fetches a pretty penny at auctions. Not because it's a fantastic car, but because it represents an era of wild ambition and extravagant failure. So there you have it, the Kaiser Darrin, a car that promises a lot, but delivers. Well, it delivers something, that's for sure. It's the automotive equivalent of buying an antique clock and finding out it only works on every third Thursday. If you love cars that are as eccentric as your uncle's holiday stories, hit that like button and subscribe to Autoicons. We've got more tales of mechanical madness that's sure to rev up your day. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next.